Hello everyone, welcome to Engineering Mind. In today's video, we will be building an essential component that is used in almost every application, that is a loader or a spinner we say. Please watch the video till end. We will be going to build all these four spinners and let's talk about these spinners like where it is used and why it is used. Loaders or spinners are crucial for improving user experience by indicating that the process is ongoing, and today we will be going to build all these four spinners in a simplest way possible. Alright, let's quickly set up our project. Open a terminal to any of a folder, write a command npx create react app and name of the project. I am naming it as spinners and it will take some time. This is basically based on your internet connectivity, and if you haven't installed create react app in your system, you can do it with a documentation. I will provide it in the description or you can watch the previous video. Yeah, it will take some time. I will be back when it's done. It's done. Let's see, it took 2 minutes this time. All right, let's open our directory, drag and drop the spinners to VS Code, and let's run our app with npm start. It is asking, would you like to run the app on another port? As we are running this app on port 3000, let's type Y. It will open the app on localhost 3001. Yeah, let's put these two side by side. Let's remove this code. Let's see what we have. We see this body has a different color and we have four cards in which we have four spinners. Let's first design this and we will move to spinners, and this is the only component. We make only one spinner and with the help of CSS we will style all this. Alright, let's do it. Let's remove this CSS file from app.css and index.css. Let's put a background color to body. It should be triple E. This is the color code, and now let's make spinners component spinner.js. Write rafc to create the basic template, and let's remove this. Let's provide it a class name of spinner, and let's make one CSS file for it. Okay, and let's import our CSS file here, and let's import this component inside our app, that is spinner. All right, we can see nothing here, and if we type h here, we can see on the screen we have h. All right, let's style our spinner for now, and then we will be starting up with the building the cards and building different spinners from this only one component. All right, as you can see, this is auto suggesting me the complete code. I can press tab and this complete code get pasted here, we can see. But let's not do that. Let's make it dynamic so that uh, we can have different width and height for different components where you use, like we can use a bigger a loader for the complete page, or we can use a small spinner for a smaller component or cards where something is loading. So let's do that. Let's make it dynamic. Let's put a width of 100%, height of 100%, and let's put a border of 10 pixel solid, and let's do a color of, this is the color code. You can get it or you can directly copy this color code, or you can put any of the color code that you want. Let's put a border top as 10 pixel. It should be same. Let's see why it should be same. And let me copy the color code. Alright. And let's wrap this in spinner inside a div so that we can provide height and width with this div. And let's wrap this div with a div so that we can style it as a card. So let's name it as class name of spinner1 card. Alright. If we want to build 3 or 4, we will be providing this height and width to all these spinners. So we can do it, but let's do it step by step. So we are providing a class name to our one div, and we will be building this as card, and inside that we will be another div that is to handle the size and width of this spinner so that it can be dynamic. As we can see, we have a card, inside that we have a spinner. So this will be the card and this will be this spinner, and this div is to control the height and width of this spinner. So let's select this div with the help of this class name. Alright, let's select the child, and we should put it as a width of 50 pixel and height of 50 pixel. Alright, and inside spinner.css we will be writing our border radius as 50%. Alright, and then we will be adding our animation. It is auto suggesting again, so let's not do that. Let's build our uh, keyframes. Let's name it as spin, and let's do it 0%. At 0% we will be having transform, and rotate will be 0 degree, and on 100% we will be having transform, rotate, it should be 360 degree. We will be rotating the complete spinner. And let's put animation here. It is again auto suggesting me like name, duration, timing, function, other stuff. Let's see it. Write animation. So name of the animation, time of the animation, type of the animation should be linear, and let's do it infinitely, and it should be 1.5 s, so that it should run 1.5 seconds. We can see we have one animation ready. Alright, let's design our card. So this is our card, like spinner one card. So let's just style this. Let's copy the class name here. Okay, let's just style this in app.css. Okay, let's put a width of 200 pixel, height of 200 pixel, background color of white. Let's put a box shadow, and let's copy our box shadow from Google only. Let's copy this. Let's put it. We can see, and let's put a border radius of something here. Border radius should be of 10 pixel. Let's give it a display as flex so that we can align it to the center, justify content to center, and align items to center. And we can see this moved little bit down. So we have to provide another CSS property that is very commonly asked in interviews also, box sizing as border box. Now we can see it get aligned properly to the center. And let's close this inside app.css. Let's make it 80 pixel or something so that it looks something nice. We can do it in that way also. That one is 80 pixel and second one is 50 pixel. So it is also looking pretty nice. Let's do it at 80 for now, as we are replicating this design only. Alright, let's make another card. Let's duplicate this thing and let's name it as class 2. And now if we notice, we can see this design of this card is same for all the 4 cards. Alright, so instead of providing it here, let's provide it using the children divs of app container. Alright, dot app and children div of app. So we can see we have this thing, and this div is also looking pretty nice. We can increase this size and we can see how it looks. So it is also another kind of loader. You can experiment here only with the CSS. There is no JavaScript or no logic involved. You can use the CSS, experiment with it, and you can develop many different kinds of animation that is pretty nice. All right, let's provide this thing width and height so that the all the spinners will be same. So we will be again doing this. So how we are selecting a spinners card with this method, like apps inside div. So let's copy this and paste, and inside that it get applied to all the divs. All right, the property that is unique that we are going to provide using this class name. So for spinner 1 we have default created this thing with the spinner.css, and for spinner 2 dot card, let's copy this class name and let's provide unique CSS to this. All right, inside spinners dot card we don't need to provide any CSS to this. We need to provide CSS inside this. So we can directly select any of the child, or we know as we are developing, so we know we have a div inside that, that is this div, and inside that div we have another div that will be this div. So we are selecting this div, and what we provided property to this div is that border top border. Yeah, these are some of the things. So let's copy this border as, and let's provide it as dashed. We have second as dashed. All right, let's copy this and let's provide this. Inside we need to select another div. All right, we can see, and let's not do this as we don't want any other color. Let's copy this and again create one more, and let's go to app.js and duplicate it 2 times. Let's call it 3 and let's call it 4. All right, and let's provide this as a margin of 20 pixel. All right, and let's provide our app as something so that all the cards look same. Display as flex, justify content as center, line items as center, and flex wrap as wrap. All right, and we can do height as 100 vh. All right, we can see we have all these 4, and now let's style these all. So we have class name as 3. Let's just style our third. Let's do this at third, and it should be dotted, and instantly we can see we have, and it is spinning at some faster rate. So let's add another property, animation duration as 3 seconds. Let's see. we replicated this. Let's copy our color code and let's copy the color code for this also. Alright, and now let's style this. Let's copy this and let's name it as card 4 as we have class name of spinners 4 card. And let's do something here so that it looks like this. You can experiment it by yourself. You can skip this part and you can experiment this with yourself like how it is doing something, but it is very easy. Let's do it. So first let's uh, it should be some solid thing, like we can't see any dotted or something, so it will be a solid. And we can see we have something like larger border. Let's say it as 40 pixel, or we can say as 25 pixel. Let's copy the color code. Let's cut it and paste it here. We can see this got slow. And now add a border top as 10 pixel solid with the same color. And let's put a left or right something. Let's put right here so that it get extended. If we put another bottom here, the white portion got more stretched. Yeah, this is the thing we can see. Let's see it on a larger screen. It is our app is running on 3001. We can see we made exact copy of this, and this is basically very easy. Let me go through the complete flow of the code, like how it is doing so. Inside our index.js, inside our index, it is selecting the get element by id as root. So this root is here. We have a div with root. We are inside this, and we are putting all the components inside this. And inside this, we are importing our app component. Inside our app component, we have made our cards for different spinners, in which we are using another div to maintain the size of this spinner. And inside that we are importing our spinners. So we have styled our spinners like this. So we have a simple div with a class name of a spinner, and we style this with this, like width of 100%, whatever the width of the outer container, it should be that, with a box sizing of border box, and with animation of spin that we defined here, like with the 0% it should transform rotate 0 degree, and with the 100% it should transform rotate as 360 degree. And the border as 10 pixel solid and border top as 10 pixel solid. If we do it as 15 pixel, we can see it looks something like that. And if we experiment it as 45 pixel, we can see it looks something like this. So it should be 10 pixel so that this two get overlapped, and we can see border top as this color with a 10 pixel, and border as radius as 50%, so it get rounded. And we have animation, like the name of the animation, the duration of the animation, the type of the animation, and how much the animation should run, and the box sizing, as we want to, as we don't want to exceed this width and height. Yeah, this is all about the spinner. We are having only one div, and with the css we are handling these things. And inside that app component, we have using a div to provide the sizes of the spinner, and this is to style the cards only. And we are running our app inside a div with a class name of app, which has a display of flex with flex wrap, so that it is getting wrapped here with this width. And justify content align item as center, we can see it in css here. Yeah, This is pretty basic thing, but it is needed in all the applications that we use in our day-to-day life, like fetching of API calls or loading some of the components that are heavy. So yeah, you can quickly made it in 1 or 2 minutes if we have a practice. So when we are using it in a real project, we don't have to make these cards. We can directly made one spinner, and inside our design we can use it with a div or something to provide its width. All right, this is all for today's video. I hope you learn something from this video. If it is, then please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, as it boosts my confidence to make new videos. Thank you. Have a good day. Keep learning. Bye bye.